Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so, as requested, I'm doing a more in-depth 2023 update review on the iPhone XS. And I gotta say this right off the bat. I mean, there are a couple of caveats here, and I'll make mention of it later in this video. But yes, this device is not 5G capable. So if you're looking for a 5G capable iPhone, I wouldn't look this way. But if you're just looking for a great experience, very simplistic, then in my previous video, I said that this device is solid, and it still is. It is nearly 5 years old as it was released on September 21st, 2018. So the 21st of this year would make it 5 years old. Now there's different versions of it, but I'm going to be focusing on the A1920 model, which is the model for US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and the US Virgin Islands, which is the ones that we have here in the US. So just a couple of things for the spec heads out there. Display size for this one, this is not the max version, so it is a 5.8-inch display. It does have 3D touch. For operating system, it's running the currently right now iOS 16.4.1, and it has the Apple A12 Bionic chip. So for the internal specs, this is a 64 gigabyte version that I have here. So it's 64 gigs of internal storage with 4 gigabytes of RAM. For the camera, it's a 12 megapixel wide shooter with an aperture rating of f1.8 at 26 millimeters. Then you have the 12 megapixel telephoto lens. That one's an aperture rating of f2.4, and it's got OIS and 2x optical zoom. So one of the other things here to just kind of know about is the battery in itself. The battery is a 2658 milliamp hour battery. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a specs update on that. Now, my experience with the iPhone XS, it's solid. It's almost 5 years old, but it's kind of amazing just on how smooth and fluid it is. Of course, there has been some points where Apple has made their older devices sluggish because obviously they're wanting people to update to newer devices, and I can kind of understand that. But when it comes down to this device, it's no slouch at all whatsoever. You're getting pretty much like what most of the newer iPhones get, minus a few things like MagSafe and 5G connectivity. Which, if those things are like absolutely important to you, like I said in the beginning, I would not look this way. But if you're in the Apple ecosystem, you want a solid device, and maybe you're strapped for cash, then you might want to look in this one, because the resale value on this one is it's crazy. They still go for about 300, 400 bucks in like pristine condition, right? If you're getting it slightly used, maybe some dings and scratches here and there, you'll probably get it for maybe about 250 bucks or less. Apple has a great resale value, and that's one of the things I kind of wanted to outline. Cameras are solid when you have really good lighting here. So I got some samples here that I will show you guys. But when taking photos and videos and such, you definitely won't be disappointed at all whatsoever. Low light is where you will kind of start to see where it struggles. But other than that, check out these video samples here that I got for you guys. All right, so a little camera test on the iPhone XS, iPhone XS, whatever people are calling it. But yeah, and this is in 60 frames per second. So we're just doing a quick pan around movement just so you guys can kind of see the background. It's kind of blown out. But this is a 2018 model device. It was released in 2018, I believe. So for it being a 2018 device, I mean, it still shoots video pretty good. And I'll just kind of walk around, just kind of like film these plants here, and see if we do like a zoom in. Look how well the zoom in is on a nearly 5-year-old device. That zoom is pretty good. That's one thing I do like about iPhones, is video quality. So this is a very old phone, and I feel like that the video quality of this is really good. But that's about as far of a zoom as we can do, I think. Nope, we can go further. That's 6x zoom. That's pretty detailed. And we're back to 1. So camera stability, I'm walking and jumping, and yeah, look at that detail. Wow. If you hear me say wow in the video, man, that speaks volumes. Yeah, so the iPhone is still no slouch when it comes to photography and cinematography or videography. And I give it up to them on that. Like, iPhones are literally king when it comes to making videos, right? And pixels is like king in photography. Regardless of what else is caught up to them, there are still certain aspects of pixels that are putting them on top when it comes to photography. That'll be for another video. But while I am enjoying using the iPhone XS, while I think it's a great phone, even till today, coming close to its fifth year birthday, there are some caveats to it. And these are where I say they're subjective because some people don't care. And if you don't care, no worries. But there are those people who like care in a way. It's not something that's going to stop them from using iOS and using an iPhone, but it is something that they wish that they had. And that was the ability to theme their device. One of the coolest things about Android is that you have the ability to use third-party launchers, use third-party themes and stuff like that to kind of just make your device your own, right? And with iOS, everyone's phone looks the same, right? To icons, the only thing that changes is the wallpaper that you use. But if Apple has no intentions of ever allowing its users to download third-party uh, themes and stuff like that, then I think that Apple should develop their own. And that would be a refreshing look to iPhones, right? Imagine having different type icons and icon shapes and colors and stuff like that, wallpapers that match with it or whatever. Kind of like what Android is right now. I really don't care who does what. I'm not that type of person that's like, oh, well, you copied from them or you copied from them. I would just want similar experiences, but kind of like with their own twist and spin on it. But that's just me. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments on that. Overall, I would say today, if you just want, to get like an iPhone that performs well, that's currently supported, the iPhone XS and XS Max is good options to look at, especially for pricing. I honestly think that, they're very good. However, they do lack some things like 5G, so keep that in mind. At the end of the day, they're solid. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Smash the like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out to those who requested a longer review. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all for being here. And as always, aloha.